list of facts I have to bring for your attention, guys. Now, first of all, step one, obviously there's not going to be a campaign. Say goodbye to campaign. Black Ops 3 could be the last Black Ops to have a they decide to bring it back in the future, maybe for Black Ops 5. If Black Ops 5 is a thing, then we never know, but at the moment campaign is non-existent. Moving on to step two, we are going to be held welcome by 10 absolutely amazing specialist operators, whatever you want to call them, and they are some new faces, some old faces, what we could recognize from Black Ops 3 with some slight adjustments, or we're just going to have some brand new friends to play with over in the launch on October the 12th. Now that was a stupid move. Those operators or specialists, whatever you want to name them, are as follows: Ajax, Battery, Crash, Firebreak, Nomad, Prophet, let's see, Recon, Ruin, Seraph, and a guy or woman called Talk. I haven't seen Talk yet, so I'm not going to say it's a guy or anything. Let's move on. I swear someone just come through here. Without further ado, let's move on. Some of those obviously you'll recognise, like Prophet, Firebreak, Ruin, Seraph. Obviously, Ruin is a big one for Black Ops 4 because he has a grappling hook. A lot of people saying he's going to be the dominant force. I am playing as Ruin at the moment. You'll see my gravity spikes in that bottom right hand corner of the screen. Not quite ready to use, but when we use them, we'll hopefully get a kill with them. He is going to have them in Black Ops 4 as well as his grappling hook. So that will be exciting. Going for the double kill and lands it. Let's move on to step number 3, I believe it is, which is competitive multiplayer. Obviously, Call of Duty multiplayer is a big thing, so they're going to be playing that, bringing back classic and brand new modern game modes, along with some good maps, which takes us on to our next step of multiplayer, which is that there will no longer be auto health regeneration. Now, auto health regeneration is a thing of the past in Call of Duty, as it seems at the moment. Let's get that fire. Oh, Purifier. Okay, that was Firebreak, wasn't it? Yeah, definitely. I was about to say Firebreak, then hesitated to Purify when I saw it on the screen. So auto health is no longer existent either. That is a thing of the past. You now have to regain health yourself manually, which I think personally is a more realistic and more tactical sort of feature for the Call of Duty franchise. I personally hope, I believe it is, which is a thing of a new thing actually, kind of. I'm going to say kind of because this is a brand new thing, but it's just like weapon customization sort of upgrade sort of thing. Which they are calling weapon signatures, signature weapons, whatever they want to say. They are going to be a special type of weapon, and I just cornered myself in there. So what signature weapons are going to be in Black Ops 4, we already know a deep amount of content, detail, information, whatever you want to say. Let's get that camper over there because no one likes camping. I can put a 10 up for you if you would like, or I can just let you sleep in your own blood. Anyway, signature weapons, you're going to be able to max level out these weapons, customize them with attachments and everything. Like all other Call of Duties, you can do so, but this time it's different. You can upgrade your weapon with amazing and fantastic, cool, interesting designs, which are only available to that certain weapon, like camos, a different design also. What are you doing in there? Oh my god, he still got me? Okay, so those weapons are going to be pretty cool to see. We've already seen one weapon with like a golden, like dragon sort of snake theme around it from what I can remember, so that is going to be an absolute awesome thing. Sometimes pick up weapons and they've got a unique design on. Whether they'll bring out customization for the weapons in a deeper area than before, who knows, but that will be a brilliant. I'm excited to get some of those specialist signature weapons. Now, next step is that we are going to have 4 classic maps released at launch on multiplayer to play and with our friends or alone and with our Call of Duty community. Now, we have already seen these 4 maps get released in the form of Back in Black game modes, features, DLC for people who have pre-ordered Black Ops 4, on Black Ops 3, which were Jungle, Summit and Fire Range from Black Ops 1 and Slums from Black Ops 2. Now I've played a couple of games on each map and they are awesome. I think the only one I haven't played is Slums. That looks to be a rarer map what appears, but they will be able to play at launch on October the 12th for PS4, PC and Xbox One, which is going to be awesome. Getting to have some of those awesome old maps in. Also, we've had a look at about, I think it's 11 new maps at launch, so we're going to have 11 new maps at launch, plus these four classics. And then obviously in one of the latest trailers we have seen 2 maps which are unidentified. I don't think anyone's confirmed if they are any of the maps we had in the beta or in the trailer, but it does look like we could potentially have 13 maps at launch, which feels like a good amount of maps to me at launch, along with all like the season pass and everything we're going to have. I've completely forgot what they're calling the season pass this time. I think it was like the Call of Duty pass or something, but that is going to be a brand new feature. Moving on to the next step, which is that the your customization for your character and your class and everything. So your classes are going to have the pick 10 system. 10 is the limit. Obviously in private game you can take up to 17, I believe, which is awesome. That would be good to see that. Maybe even 20 in private games for your quick scopes, trick shots and private matches with all your friends. That would be awesome. Now moving on to the next step, we're in the last 3 steps now, so this is going to get a little bit more exciting, which is why I left these steps till last. Obviously we have Blackout coming out now. People who have pre-ordered this game have already been able to play Blackout, and it looks like we're only going in. This is the 4th game I've played on this map in a row. One of my least favourites, but it is getting there. It's getting there on my list. So anyway, Blackout is Call of Duty's take on Battle Royale this year at the moment. Now whether this is the only Call of Duty we will ever see Battle Royale on, I do not know. It depends how long Battle Royale stays a thing of the future, or the present day, shall I say, because obviously we see certain games and game modes and styles and genres come in, they're huge, and then they move out of the way, they fade away. So it'll be interesting to see how long Call of Duty's Blackout stays in fashion. Maybe they'll upgrade it, keep it in future game modes as the same title and so on, just like a different map or an upgraded size of the map with different weapons, different buildings, different maps. That will be very, very cool. Personally, one of my favourite, if not my favourite, Battle Royale there is to date. Also, the next step moving on, we are moving into a very exciting topic of zombies. Now, Black Ops 4 Zombies is promised to be a massive, massive, massive game mode. It's going to be its own game, pretty much explained by the creators, and they are saying this is going to be the most in-depth Call of Duty Zombies game mode anyone has ever made, which is a massive, massive promise, and I can't wait to play that. Now also got hit on him, but oh well. Anyway, at the launch we are going to have 3 maps, I believe, which are promised, which is a Blood of the Dead, which is Black Ops 4's take on campers, apparently, is their take on Mob of the Dead. This takes place in Alcatraz, and you have to defeat waves of zombies that are swarming onto the island. Now if you don't know what Alcatraz is, where have you been? You've probably been sat under a rock for the past how many ever hundreds of years. But without a doubt that is going to be a very exciting game mode to play. Also we have Voyage of Despair, which is set on a huge boat, apparently the Titanic. Now I only saw one person there, so that will be awesome. Maybe the boat hits an iceberg, it starts sinking a part of the map, which will be even cooler. Didn't know if that guy come back in the window then. And tigers, you got zombie gladiators and everything. This is going to be awesome. And then that weird cool looking golden masked like guy or god in the middle, he's going to be awesome. No doubt he's going to be a boss in this game mode on this map, so that is going to be awesome to see what he has against us. Let's see what we're moving on to. Oh yes, without moving on to the next step, I have huge news. The majority of people know about this, but some people may still not know, is that we are most likely having the return of the Pentagon which come under the name 5 on Black Ops 1, I believe it is. That was probably one of my favourite Call of Duty Zombies maps. Probably will always be one of my favourites. Mate, your accuracy. That's going to be a huge success. It'll be awesome. Apparently it's going to have a layout of different rooms now. It's still going to have some of the classic areas like down in the elevator and that, but it is going to be awesome and interesting to play with your friends to bring back some good old Call of Duty old school memories. Now moving on to the last and final step, which is that there has been a change in the licenses to campers again, apparently. With like Sony and Treyarch and Activision on whatever Call of Duty company, which is all to do with the DLC. Now obviously PS4 used to get campers all the time, apparently again. So PS4 used to get all the DLC 30 days early, which was a whole month to play before anyone else got to play it, which was helping the Call of Duty and Sony war pretty much. Like the console war was pretty much in Sony's grasps for however long, but now that is all about to change. Now Sony only get this content for a week in advance. Yes, it's a week, but Xbox players and PC players aren't going to be as bothered as they used to when they used to get it for a month before on PlayStation. I am playing now on PlayStation. I'm a massive PlayStation fan. Yes, I would choose a PlayStation over Xbox, but I really think this is great news for the gaming community as a whole. It is going to be awesome. This DLC like updates is going to bring us new characters, specialists, maps, and special limited time mode events, which I just can't wait for, to be honest. 7 days I think it is. We've got 1 week left until we are able to play this game in full, in all its beauty, and the excitement, guys, is honestly out of the door. Like, it is just mind-blowing. Let me know in the comments below what you're looking forward to the most. If I missed something out in my personal top 10 and you think it should have been in there, let me know. And guys, stay cool. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.